hand up there. That's the first thing that made the biggest difference. Where we went from poverty to our first $1 million, and then from our first $1 million to our second $1 million, and then into more dollars, because of course once you get to $2 million, you become a multi-million-dollar company. And that networking, I will tell you, can I just ask very quickly all the BNI people in the room to stand up? BNI is an international business networking organisation across the world. I'm a member of BNI. If you've never heard of BNI, earmark one of these people and make sure you catch up with them afterwards. BNI represents, thank you, more between $10,000 and $15,000 a month in networking to my business. And I'm not alone. These guys are going to shake their head and they're going to tell you it's worth a lot of money to their businesses too. So if you want to know a bit more about networking, talk to me later, talk to one of those guys. That's networking. Now very quickly I want to share with you my platform, something I'm really passionate about. At year 7, we've been in business 11 years, we hated each other. I was stepmom full-time to 3 children. My mother had died. I hated all of them. They hated me more. I was a new IVF mum to my daughter. I hated her. You know, you hear a bit of a theme here. It wasn't them that I hated, it was me that I hated, because I really wasn't good at what I did. I was a good talker, and I was a good presenter, and I always had this nice energy that people like to come to, but I didn't do the things that I said I should do. And I stuffed around, and I stuffed around, and I stuffed around, and then I got myself a coach. And in that year 7, with that coaching, I learned that to know myself is to love myself. And I could not possibly have a successful business without knowing myself, without loving myself. Now, what an airy-fairy concept loving yourself is. I mean, for goodness sake, how many people heard a guru go, you've got to love yourself? What does it mean? It's all very well to say I'm a good person, I love myself, but what does that physically mean? So what I did was I went on a quest in that seventh year to find out what does it mean to love myself? What does it mean to know myself? And I came up with about 1 trillion different things, and I want to share 3 of them with you today. The first thing about loving yourself is knowing what you do and don't like. Who's been to the movies with someone and gone, what do you want to see? Oh, I don't know. What do you want to see? Who's gone to a restaurant? How many people, I'm in real honesty here, because this is not a really, you don't have to put yourself out there. How often have you gone to a restaurant and you've looked at the menu and you've gone, oh, I don't know what I feel like eating? We're real human beings. We have brains in here, we have hearts in here, we have taste buds. Surely when you go to a restaurant, you know what you feel like eating. When you know what you do and don't like, when you know how to express what you do and don't like, you're well on the track of knowing who you are and knowing to love yourself and running a successful business, family, home, lifestyle. Do you understand me? Give me a smile if you know what I'm talking about. Know yourself. Know what you do and don't like. Know what you want to see when you go to the movies. Know what book you want to read next. And then have the courage to express it. Do you know they don't build statues of critics in town squares? So don't let somebody else who's critical of your opinion dictate who you are, what you like, what you don't like, and how you express it. You with me? Yeah. The second aspect of knowing yourself and loving yourself and being successful is knowing boundaries. God, another airy-fairy concept. And what does that mean? It means that little word that so many people have problems with. What is it, Deb? Can't say it? Okay. The second thing to loving yourself and knowing yourself and running a successful business is learning how to say no. No, I won't drive to Frankston to deliver a $20 printer cartridge to you. But I'll love you. And I'll post it. Or I'll get one of my competitors to deliver it to you. No, I know when to say no. Because you know what happens when you say no? You open the door for yes. When you say no to someone that's about to take advantage of you, you open the door to saying, yes, I'm a valuable human being. Yes, I know who I am. Yes, I'm a good person. And yes, I'm worthy of far more than you're about to do to me. Okay? It's scary saying no to people because you think they might not love you. But do you really want someone to love you who's going to take advantage of you? So that was the second. Know yourself by knowing your boundaries. Know when you want to say no. Listen to that voice that says, I'm being taken advantage of here. And the third, my favourite, the third thing I had to learn in that 7th year, and I cannot tell you, I'm still learning it, is know when you are on track and when you are getting off track. It's really easy in business to sit there and go, I really need to write this business plan, but oh, here comes another email. Might just check Facebook for the 600th time today. Oh, this is getting really difficult. My husband and I hate each other. I'm not working. He's not earning any money. He's really upset. Oh, I'll just go and sell some more party plans with something else. One day, you might find out how many party plans I've run. I love multi-level marketing. It is one of the most amazing ways to grow business, grow self-esteem, grow people. But when I used it as a distraction, when I was selling Tupperware and then not selling Tupperware and selling makeup and then not selling makeup and then selling health goods and then not selling health goods, because every time it got really hard, I would fail, make a mistake, let people down, and then I'd bail. But that's okay because I could start something new. And that was distraction. We've all got a voice in our heads. And that little voice tells us when we're being distracted. It's that little uncomfortable feeling that says, I really need to get onto collecting this money. Oh, but they might not like me. I might put myself out there. Where's our credit collection lass in the room? There she is. Bring her on. She'll collect your accounts for you. You know, I'm not saying you have to do it yourself, but if you've got an issue with something and you find you're getting distracted because you're avoiding the issue, then find someone. Find someone to put that issue to bed for you. Now I've got about 1,000 strategies and there's so many more things I'd love to share with you. But I just wanted to share with you that I was born with no self-esteem. My father married 4 times. I had 3 stepmothers. They were all awful. It wasn't me. I sat on the Wheelersville pub and the woman said to me, was mother number 2. And I hadn't seen her for a long time. She took everything when she had 2 knives, 2 forks, 2 plates, she had this. And the pink dress that I loved, she took that too. And she said to me, what are you doing? And I said, running a business, really poor, stepmother and 3 children. She goes, oh, there is a God. I was born with no self-esteem. I'm 40. I learnt it in the last 3 years. I learnt it with strategies and tools and tips and the little things that we do along the way. I learnt it with a coach. I would never, ever, ever, ever go into business again without a mentor and a coach. And I'm still learning it, and I'm no more, no better because I can stand here with a microphone. No more, no better than anybody in this room. And if you can take on, I implore you, any one of those 3 things, and the networking, and have a bit of faith in yourself, then you too can grow multi-million-dollar businesses if that's what you want. You can grow beautiful, healthy families, which I have, if that's what you want. You can have a top 10 marriage, what I call a top 10 marriage. My beautiful, wonderful, amazing, adored husband. Yeah, gee, working on myself created that too. I'm Danielle Storey, and I thank you for your time.